I don't know. Oh, I think we're
Easy.
live, Irena. How are we?
Yes, I think we are. Hello, hello.
Hello, I'm absolutely delighted that I've got you here today. Um, I call you my travel guru, but you might have different description of how you want to call yourself. Irena, do you want to please take the stage and tell us who you are and what you do and how you help people in a nutshell? I'm really excited for that conversation today.
Amazing. Thank you for having me. Great opportunity. So I am Irena Tinkler, travel agent extraordinaire. So I am basically a travel agent that has been in business for 20 years. I worked in the offices of Dial-A-Flight way back in 1999, and I did about 15 years working for them in the office, and then I left to raise my family, and then they started a work from home franchise, which I obviously went for, and I've been doing that for over 3 years now. I am just travel mad, and that spark started in 1997 when I went backpacking around Australia, New Zealand, and Southeast Asia. I then came home and thought, well, that's it now. I've got the travel bug. I don't particularly want to, I want to keep the travel going.
Yeah,
So I thought I'll go and work in the travel industry.
yeah.
Why not?
Why
So
not?
that's where it's all just come from. And because of that and the opportunities that Dial-A-Flight gave me to actually keep traveling were enormous. So it's enabled me to literally go everywhere and anywhere. And I've been to Tibet, I've been to Everest Base Camp, I've done the Galapagos, I've done all of America, I've
Wow.
done Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Africa. I've been there. And I feel that gives me the difference of being not just your bog standard travel agent. I've actually been there, done that, done it. So I sell from the heart and sell from experience. So that is a little bit about me.
Absolutely amazing. When we did the shoot, you had lots of different mugs, which you brought from across the world, and I believe in you.
Thank you.
I've seen those mugs from all over the world. I think this is pretty amazing because let's be honest, everybody can be travel agent, right? You get
Yes.
license, you get a few days course, and you travel agent all of a sudden. But when we did your shoot, you know your things. You really do know your thing, and this is absolutely amazing that you can bring those things you've seen, those things you kind of worked on, you've got that experience, and that's absolutely kind of priceless when you're looking to bring those dreams together of people you work with, right?
Yeah.
Because we go on holidays, and that's what we're looking forward. That's where we put the money in. There's lots of money, lots of preparation and stuff like that. And we don't go abroad to feel stressed.
No, absolutely not.
Go wrong. And I'll be honest with you. Last year we booked holidays to Spain. We got a villa, and then we had another thing. And our flight on that day when we've been on actually on the airport got cancelled. Absolutely havoc, absolutely crazy. We have to book flight for another day, and there wasn't flight another day direct, so we have to get through next day through like Frankfurt. That got delayed, so literally we were traveling for 48 hours to Spain. We missed 2 days in our villa. It's just I never experienced that before, and I
Yeah.
think many people not gonna see the benefits of actually going with travel agent like you till where it's gonna
Something
happen,
like that happens.
right?
Yeah. And the thing is now that travel is very vulnerable, and it has been really since
Absolutely.
COVID,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of like natural disasters happening, there's a lot of strikes going on, there's a lot of all sorts of different political situations going on that can
Yeah.
cause all that kind of havoc. And it happens a lot. I mean, the British Airways, IT glitches, all that going down,
Yeah.
cancelled flights, people sleeping in the airports, all of that. If you book direct by yourself, you have got no one. If you're in that airport, let's for example say it was the BA strike, you're sleeping on the floor,
Yeah.
nobody's there to answer your questions. If you book through somebody like me, I'm on that phone, I'm sorting it out, I'm getting you on the next flight, I'm getting you the refund, I'm fixing that situation for you. I have done that so many times this year, I can't begin to tell you.
It's
I've
scary,
had
isn't it?
people,
It's actually
it's very
scary. Especially
scary.
with
It's
travel.
very scary. We get emails through all the time about stuff happening. strikes or like wildfires or anything like that. And so we're already anticipating what's coming the next day.
Yeah.
What can we do? What passengers have we got that are in the air, in resort, traveling tomorrow, traveling next week? What can we do to help that situation go smoothly?
Yeah.
So we are almost like, we put out fires now. That's part of my job. I'm putting out fires all the time. And so that's a massive, massive thing where if you book with me, you get that service.
Absolutely.
And it's happening a lot now. And there's so many more benefits to booking through me, where it's things like package holidays. Yes, you could go on Jet2 holidays, and by the way, I do them. Yes, you could go on EasyJet holidays, but 99% of the time, when people come to me and they have this EasyJet holiday that they've seen, I'll put it together separately, and it works out cheaper. And you still get the package protection
Yeah.
because you're booking with me, and you're still getting the app to Apple, and it's working out cheaper for the client. So there's so many different ways of, booking through a travel agent. There are many, many benefits to doing that. And, I haven't even touched on the fact that, I work for a company that's been in business since 1983. We do £400 million turnover. We're massive. Those relationships from 1983 to now are so concrete that we get the best rates, we get the best deals. We have amazing relationships with all our hotels worldwide, suppliers. I mean, just last week I had a Maldives inquiry, a room where 2 adults, 2 children really shouldn't have been put in. But the supplier did us a favour, and because the child was just kind of 12, they allowed the 2 adults and 2 children to go in where it should have been an 11-year-old, cut off. You can't get that room online, but I got that because we have those supplier relationships. It's things like that. So yeah, massive benefit to booking with somebody like
I
me.
think it really is. And I think the preconception is that obviously if you're getting travel agents, you have lots of money and you're paying like hefty fee just for your work, basically. But it doesn't really work like that, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And I mean, I work for free until that booking comes in. So I do a lot of research. I do a lot of legwork. I will go out, I'll make sure the reviews are good on everywhere you stay. I'll double check the prices against the likes of booking.com, Expedia, etc. So, because at the end of the day, I don't want to send a price to a client where they're seeing it cheaper. I want to make sure that price has gone out. It's the cheapest that you can get. You've got me as a service. You've got me on the phone, and the booking comes in. And that's basically, a lot of my clients, a lot of my work now is repeat clientele and a lot of word of mouth. And it makes me feel good because I know I'm doing something great. So yeah, so it's not, you could go off and book it all separately, but you've not got the protection. So it's a massive thing nowadays that you need.
Absolutely. Do you like what you do?
I love it. I do.
I'm just like, in general, I'm just asking that hypothetical question as I know the answer, because I know you've got sparks in your eyes and I know you absolutely love it.
Yeah.
For me, being honest, if I have to book anything, I freak out. I really don't like it. The flights, the numbers, the passports, the amount of time you're spending to look for the hotel. And it's just, I just feel overwhelmed. I really feel overwhelmed. And I think for many people, that overwhelm is real because obviously it's one of chance to go in that kind of time scheme, it's that kids' holidays or it's a special occasion or anything like that.
Yeah.
You really want to make it feel that you're getting the best deal, and also everything's going to go to the plan, right? You don't want to waste those precious hours, days sitting on.
Oh my gosh! I mean, scrolling. The thing is, with Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everything, you're watching videos about this resort, this area, that location, and it's just becomes so like, oh, massive, and then it just consumes you. Whereas you come to me, like you can completely narrow it down. I mean, I did a booking last week. I'm doing a lot of USA road trips at the minute, and a client came to me and initially wanted Mauritius for July and August, and although it's a great location, how warm do you want your location? Because that's going to be around 22, 23 degrees. A lot of people like it in the late 20s, early 30s. And so I said to him, I can absolutely send you, but I just need to tell you this. And so, it got switched and he's doing a road trip to the USA, which is kind of what he really wanted to do anyway. But a lot of knowledge there and a lot of time is saved because I immediately know that. So I can immediately put you on the right track and on the right road with what you're thinking. And is that a good idea? Or maybe it's not because of whatever reason. So save time, come to me. I will take away that stress. Anything. I mean, even if you book flights yourself, you've always, a mistake can easily be made where you do a name, and then you freak out and you're like, what do I do? Put that on me. Put that on me. That'll go on my shoulders, and I'll do it. Yeah. Not that I'm going to make the mistake, but I'll do everything, and then the stress is gone away. Stress is gone away. So
I think it's so precious because first of all, it's not only about flocking the packages because you can get some, back from. It's more about tailoring them to what people need. See past the expectations and also managing the expectations because what we've got in your head, just like you said about the temperature, it's not necessarily what we're going to meet there. So I think that's how the expertise comes to the play, because the guy would go, the weather would be what he expected, and it was like, all that money spent, all that time spent, you can't take things back. And I think that's absolutely priceless, because we're not really gonna check everything, isn't it? Because we don't even know that we're supposed to check. I think you're telling me Maldives, and I think it's like 30 always, 24. But that's so.
But
When
this
you
is
say
it.
client, what's your main thing you're taking under consideration? For example, what would be different between family booking that holiday or like kind of people who just want to get something extra, anniversary and stuff like that? What do you have to take? What do you have to know about people to make sure that itinerary goes with what they want?
Well, I always, when I get families on the phone and they haven't really done a long haul trip, for example, I always ask them what they've done previously. What are their non-negotiables? If there's a family of 4 and they're teenagers, I know I've got a tween, they want space. Do they have to have that 2-bedroom apartment? Or, will they squeeze into a room with 2 double beds? I think after a week or 2, I kind of say to those clients, I think again about getting a bigger space. So I always try and navigate what they're looking for in holiday. Are they wanting to just sit down by the pool and do nothing? Are they going to get bored after a week of doing that? Do you want to go out? Do you want to see something? Do you want a bit of adventure? What's your budget? Budget is a massive thing. I mean, families, they tend to just have the one holiday a year, and they get to the summer and it's all like, right, that's it, we've worked hard all year, holidays are so precious, let's do it, let's go all out, we're going to do this, whatnot, and then they don't kind of understand how to piece it together. So with families, I do ask a lot of questions. I ask a lot of questions with every client, because if a client's coming on the phone and they want the Maldives for £5,000, that's not going to happen. So it's managing expectations and managing what the client's asking for. So there's a good 10 minutes of questions and a good 10 minutes of asking, what do you want from this holiday?
But that's how you're going to get into the nitty-gritty of people, what they want and what the characteristics are, what the family likes doing. Everybody's different, isn't it? Some people like to lie on the beach, some people just hate that, right? They like to be on the go all the time. So you really need to kind of match what they want, who they are, with what's there. So it's like psychologist's job as well, isn't it?
It is a little bit, yes. I'm like a fireman putting out fires now, and then a psychologist, a matchmaker. And then sometimes a lot of families will come on, they've got this long haul flight booked, it's 10 hours, they're like, oh my gosh, it's a long flight, and I'm like, you know what, there's an offer, it's an extra £800, you could go premium. What's premium? So it helps absorb. I had some clients on a few weeks ago and they wanted to do premium outbound to America. I was like, don't do that, do it on the way back. You're sleeping on the way back. Don't do it on the way out. You're all excited.
It doesn't matter, isn't it? You've got something to
You're going to be sleeping on the way home. Everyone's depressed. They're coming home. Just get premium. Treat yourselves. When you get on that plane and you look at economy, you'll be like, I'm winning.
No, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. You need to know where to put your money and make the most out of it, isn't it? And some people just don't really know what they want, or they don't even know, how that could pan out. So, right. So we were talking about disasters.
Yes.
We're talking about good things. So I want to ask you a question before we end. Can you tell me what is the hot destination right now you think everybody should go, everybody should see? It's got amazing value for money and you would recommend it wholeheartedly.
Well, it's difficult to say one location, but Japan is booming right
Is it?
now.
Wow.
Japan, I mean, I've got my little look. There we
I
go.
know, we photographed that, didn't we?
Japan is off the charts. It's gone bonkers, especially in cherry blossom season, which is April, May time. But even any time of year, it's just gone bonkers. Europe, I do kind of push people more long haul, only because it's much better value for money. Like
Yeah.
you can pay more to go to a 2 week all inclusive in Europe than you can do a 2 week holiday in Bali and Singapore. And it's
Wait,
crazy. You get so much more value for money. So another great destination for the summer, and I send a lot of families, is Bali, and
yeah.
they'll sometimes do a Singapore stopover, which is great. But and USA road trips, I know with the whole Trump thing and everything, but I've been quite busy with those the last few weeks. A lot of people like kind of doing the Yosemite, San Francisco, LA. But yeah, if it was going to be one, it would be Japan,
Is it?
definitely.
This is actually on my bucket list, so I would like
Oh,
to do it. Ooh.
yes, definitely. The shopping's amazing. And I tell you what, it's not even that expensive when you get there. It's actually quite cheap. So to kind of, and they do a lot of family accommodations, which are great. Kind of do 2 bedroom, bunk beds in the room, all that kind of stuff. So
Amazing.
it's really, really, yeah, amazing. A lot of people do the tours and they are great if you want somebody to guide you the whole way. But there's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff in English, and don't be scared of it because it's
No,
an easy
yeah, I
country to
don't think
travel
that would
in.
really. I think they, I think everything's. I think I would be more scared to go to China, worrying that I'm not going to understand. I think Japan
Yeah, it's
is more
easy.
kind of. It's easier, isn't it? Like that's
Yeah, yeah,
the vibe
yeah,
I'm
yeah. There's
getting. That I could
there's a lot of
easily.
signs in English. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
really
brilliant.
easy. Yeah, yeah. And take
Brilliant.
shopping bags. Well, the thing is, you go to Japan with empty suitcases and you come back
Oh,
because
that's
it's
yeah,
amazing.
that's absolutely information no one's gonna get from TUI.
No, no, no.
Oh, absolutely amazing. I could talk to you for ages.
I know. We could
I think
talk
we
all
should
day.
I think we should do another one when best destination, 10 best destinations, something like that. I think we should do it.
Definitely.
Do
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
so? Yeah. Okay, let's do another
Easy.
one.
Yeah,
We're coming to summer, and I think like I would love to know, because maybe there's something, which I didn't even thought. I know lots of people go to Albania and
yeah,
Romania and stuff like that. Kind of, because I'm Polish, I'm not really
yeah.
drawn to this country because
No,
I had
same.
enough. But I understand that people might feel like, oh, new, oh, brilliant, yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, but everybody's got different, kind of,
Different ideas. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. A lot
ideas.
of people want the sun. They always want a hot destination because with England it's a bit unknown, so they
Yeah,
do want heat. So I get that. I do get that. I mean, another one is kind of Slovenia. That's a little bit
yes,
of a
yeah,
yeah, a little
like
bit cooler if you don't want hot temperatures. It's got Lake Bled. It's got castles. It's got loads of like cool trails, hiking, lakes, kayaking, all that kind of stuff. So caves, gorges, all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really nice as well.
oh my God, you
Yeah.
literally are kind of, your knowledge is absolutely crazy. So I really think before people are going to booking anything for upcoming months for their holidays, kids' holidays, if you haven't planned anything already, how very dare you? Or
Yes.
even for the like next year, we're talking about Japan, the kind of blossom trees and everything. I think everybody should jump on the call and just have
Yes,
little waggle
definitely. And
about that.
I just want to say, like, people think, oh, going through a travel agent is more expensive. It's not. It's
Oh,
completely the
isn't it?
opposite. Yeah, it's not. It's you're gonna just get that wealth of knowledge that I've got. Also, it's flexible. Like I can book things on a deposit, whereas if you book online, you have to pay in full for certain things, all that kind of stuff. There's a
Yeah.
lot of benefits and it's often cheaper. So do come to me. Yes, thank you.
I would wholeheartedly, absolutely recommend you. Not because I took your pictures, but also I know you're doing some back work for me as well. So I absolutely
Yes.
recommend you. You found me places like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So absolutely recommend you to all those people going to watch you. But can you tell us just very quickly how people can find you, and what's the best methods to get in touch with you?
Well, I like an email. So my best way for anyone to get in touch, just because I can keep it all in one spot, is my email, and it's irena.tinkler@dafconcierge.co.uk. I'm also on Instagram under Irena Tinkler DAF. I'm also on Facebook under Irena Tinkler Travel Agent. And obviously my telephone numbers and everything are on there as well. But email or any messages via social media are a good way to get in touch with me.
Amazing. What we're going to do, I'm going to put this on YouTube and that's going to go on Facebook and everywhere else. It would be great to put all those links so people can click and they're there and they're just chatting to you. And also, let's not forget how amazing you are, how fun you are to be around, because you really are, you know. And I think it's really important to have someone in the back pockets like you who not only going to book all those things for you, but you actually enjoy to kind of, you know, chat to. It's just because you bring like the wave of fresh air, and I think your energy matches mine.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
You're both a bit kind of crazy, but in good crazy, good vibration. And I think if you booking, I'm really a little bit woo-woo, and I really believe the energy you put in those bookings, and I see you from that side. It really is positive, great energy, and you're sending those families or those people with special requirements and everything on a really great vibe. And I think that's what you really need to be, because when it starts from the booking with a good vibe, with great approach, positive approach, you know, nothing is an issue. That's exactly where you want to be, and I would 100% feel safe booking with you.
Thank you.
Because I know you.
That does mean the world.
Yeah, no, it really would.
It's
Don't cry.
It is, and I do go to like extra lengths. Like I don't just do the flights, the hotel, and everything. No. Like with a couple of road trips I've done recently in America, like certain national parks do need reservations. So I will always check that kind of stuff to make sure that none of my clients are caught out with anything at all. And so I go the extra mile, and I'm massively invested. Like I literally treat every holiday better than my own. So I am very, very, very invested in every single trip, because I want those clients to come back to me and I want them to recommend me.
Yeah,
so
it's like everything, isn't it? If you give your whole heart, you want them to have a good time, because you're spending all those hours, isn't it, searching and researching them, that you want them to come back. It's like, oh my god, it was absolutely the best thing I ever been to, right? That's exactly feedback you want to hear. So yeah,
100%.
Chatting to you, gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
You're quite busy recently, haven't you?
I've been very, very busy. Actually, this is like the first time since October it's calmed. And I'm just like you know what? I'm just making the most of it. Like the sun's out today. I'm going to go and sit in the garden for it, because I haven't not done that. And I've just been bonkers nonstop, which is great. But I think it naturally goes a little bit quieter now because it's summer holidays and everyone's on holiday. So yeah, but great. But I'm still here. So yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you so much, Aga. Amazing talking to you, and thank you for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Take care, lovely, and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye bye.